I was treated like a kidnapper for picking up my own daughter from school. When I walked into my daughter's school to pick her up like I do every day at 3:15, I noticed a new face behind the front desk. New secretary, older woman, watching me a little too closely. I signed the pickup sheet, same name I've written 1,000 times. She looked at it, looked at me, looked at it again. And you are? Her father. She frowned like I'd said something suspicious. My daughter Ella is 6, biracial. Her mom was white, I'm black. She has her mother's light skin and green eyes. My wife passed away 2 years ago. Since then, it's just been me and Ella. I've gotten looks before, comments. I've learned to let them roll off. Ella came running down the hall. Daddy! She jumped into my arms, wrapped herself around me like a little koala. The secretary watched the whole thing. Then her eyes narrowed. Sir, I'm going to need to see some ID. I pulled out my license and handed it to her. She examined it like it was a counterfeit bill. Looked at me, looked at Ella, back at the license. This doesn't prove she's your daughter. I kept my voice steady. I've done this dance before. I pick her up every single day. Check your system. I'm new here. I don't know you. She said it like that was my problem. Then call the principal. Mrs. Estevez knows me well. She didn't call the principal. She picked up the phone. Security to the front office, please. I felt my chest tighten. That's not necessary. Ella tugged my arm. Daddy, what's going on? Nothing, baby. Just some confusion. Security showed up 30 seconds later. Big guy. The secretary whispered something to him. His whole demeanor changed. He looked at me like I was a threat. Sir, we need you to wait here while we figure this out. Other parents were coming in now, picking up their kids, watching me, whispering. I could feel every stare. I've been picking my daughter up for 2 years. Just call the principal, please. The secretary picked up the phone again. Yes, police, please. We have a possible child abduction at the school. Everything in me went cold. Are you kidding me right now? Ella's lip trembled. Daddy, why are they calling the police? Am I in trouble? No, sweetheart, you're not in trouble. 2 cops walked in a few minutes later. The secretary pointed at me immediately. One approached. Sir, we need you to step away from the child. Ella grabbed my hand with both of hers. No, that's my daddy. The officer crouched down. Honey, we just need to talk to him for a second. Ella screamed. No, he's my daddy. Don't take my daddy. They separated us. She was across the room now, sobbing, reaching for me. I was told to put my hands on the desk. I did it, didn't have a choice. Other parents stood frozen, some recording on their phones. My little girl was 10 feet away, screaming herself hoarse, and I couldn't hold her. The back door swung open and Mrs. Estevez walked out. She took one look at the chaos and froze. Me at the desk. Ella across the room crying. Officers standing between us. What the hell is going on? The secretary stepped forward, still sure of herself. This man tried to take this child. They're clearly not related. Mrs. Estevez stared at her for a long moment, then turned to me, then back to her. That's Mr. Beckett. He picks up Ella every single day. Has for 2 years. The secretary's face twitched. But they don't look. He's her father. Mrs. Estevez walked to the computer and pulled up Ella's file. Emergency contacts, custody documents, enrollment photos. She spun the monitor toward the officers. He's in our system. He's been picking her up at 3:15 since her first day of kindergarten. 2 years of footage. Every single day. The officers looked at each other. One walked over and took the cuffs off without a word. Ella broke free and sprinted toward me. I dropped to my knees and caught her. She slammed into my chest and held on like I might disappear. She was shaking so hard I could feel it in my bones. The secretary scrambled to justify herself. I was just being safe. You can never be too careful nowadays, and they don't look anything alike. Anyone would've. Why don't you think my daddy is my daddy? Ella's voice cut through the room. Small, shaky. The secretary went silent. Ella looked right at her, tears still running down her cheeks. Is it because we don't look the same? No one spoke. My mommy was white. She's in heaven now. Her voice broke. My daddy is all I have left. The silence was deafening. Secretary opened her mouth, closed it, tried again. Nothing. Mrs. Estevez's voice sliced through the air, cold as ice. My office. Now. The secretary walked out without making eye contact. I didn't move. Just stayed on my knees holding my daughter. She was still trembling. An officer approached. Sir, I'm sorry about all of this. I didn't respond. I just held Ella tighter. The secretary was gone by the end of the day. The school sent an apology letter, offered to cover therapy for Ella. I called a lawyer. Discrimination, emotional distress, unlawful detainment. We settled. I put half in a scholarship fund in my wife's name. Ella had nightmares for a while. Woke up some nights asking if I'd be there at 3:15. I told her yes, every time. And I was. Every single day. Last month she handed me a card she made in class, a drawing of us holding hands. At the bottom in big wobbly letters she wrote, "My daddy always comes back." I keep it in my wallet now, right next to my license, just in case anyone needs proof.